What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review Fast and Furious. Yes, Fast and Furious is a 2009 film that is once again directed by Justin Lin, and the plot is we see Vin Diesel. We finally see where the hell he's been since the first Fast and Furious movie. He's in a different country. He's still with Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez, with their own new group. They're still stealing oil like they had been doing, making money, doing very well doing this. The movie starts out with a really great action scene on the road with them. Unfortunately, Michelle Rodriguez's character, Letty, gets killed, and this isn't really a spoiler. It was in the trailers, and the movie's been out for a while. Come on. So Vin Diesel has to come back to not only bury Michelle Rodriguez, but to find her killer and to find out who did this. Also, Paul Walker, who has been reinstated back into the police force, still doing his job, gets assigned this case with Vin Diesel once again. What I thought of Fast and Furious is, I really like this movie. I do, and I know some people don't. Some people, I don't know if it's in retrospect because of how the sequels have gone more action-y and more over the top and more big. Or maybe it's because this plot essentially ultimately doesn't matter anymore. Or maybe it's because overall, especially Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor, his character arc is the same character arc he went through in the first film. So maybe people are thinking at it that way, and that's fine, but I still like it. I still like the tone that was brought back to the series. I love that the original cast came back to this series. Vin Diesel, it's just, he's the quintessential badass. He is. I like the Dom character. I like where he is with Letty, but how he's willing to basically keep her safe. He's willing to go off on his own because he's a wanted man. He doesn't want to bring her any more down than he already has. So I like that, but then he feels guilty once he finds out that she went off to try to get his name cleared and she went off racing on her own and she got herself killed. He feels responsible, and he doesn't even care anymore about his name or what could happen to him. He's there for revenge, to find this guy and put an end to it. And a revenge story is always some of the best stories in any film. As much as it sucks, and it does suck to see Michelle Rodriguez get killed in this movie the way that she does. Although we know that ultimately later it doesn't matter. She comes back. But for the time, and at the time when this came out, it hurt. It hurt a lot. Paul Walker, him going back and running back into Jordana Brewster, Mia. The two of them have great chemistry. I like this story of finding their way back together and how they almost are meant to be together. Really like Jordana Brewster as well. The main drug cartel characters, John Ortiz, who is an actor that I always see pop up and this and that. This is probably one of the movies that I like him most in. He gets a lot to do, and he has to subvert who he really is as a character. He's presenting himself as really the second guy when he really is. It's like the Ra's al Ghul thing from Batman Begins, right? He's not revealing that he's the main guy. He's almost toying, and he can see that there's something between Dom and Brian and that they know each other, and he's almost messing with them in that way. But Gal Gadot is in this film. Obviously, I remember that, but it's funny to go back, because now she's Wonder Woman, to go back and to see her in these movies, and she's a lot skinnier, and she's really just a pretty face. That's all I thought of her at the time, just another pretty face. In fact, she's just this hot girl that comes in, hits on Vin Diesel throughout the whole movie, and he's clearly attracted to her, but he ultimately turns her down. And any guy who can turn down Gal Gadot is a better man than me. So good job, Vin Diesel. Good job. This movie, Sure, the plot is more personal. Sure, it's more of a revenge story, but it still has some fun scenes in it, like some of the racing scenes. And I like how they even show how much more the technology has come into play with like the GPS in that one race scene where Paul Walker's trying to get in there and use the GPS and even cheat it to go around and catch up to the group. I really like some of these scenes. I think the action near the end where they drive in the tunnels and the chaos and craziness going on there. Lots of good action. I don't mind going back and watching Fast and Furious. I think it's a lot of fun. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Fast and Furious? Do you think it's an unnecessary entry in the series, or do you like it like me? Do you think it's fun? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!